Do you feel like maybe you're doing too much and you just don't feel very connected to life? Or on the flip side, that perhaps you're not doing enough? Well, today I'm going to talk about the being and doing in life and working through both of these things and getting them into your life. And if you stay until the end, I have an extra point for you then. Now, just before we dive in, I want to mention that if you want to keep up to date of all the latest episodes and never miss any, all you got to do is click in the link in the show notes below and you can subscribe to our free weekly newsletter. I've had a huge insight into this area recently, the being versus the doing. I've really been someone who's not really created the space to be. I'm always like a doer, I'm an achiever, I'm like, I've got to do actions, I've got to create. I'm even being caught up in it right now, in which case I need to slow down after I've made all these episodes, right? And I've actually left a bit of space tonight to kind of relax, even though it's getting quite late already. And then I realized, particularly working with my coach at the moment, and you learn, I talk about my coach quite a lot, but it's like when you get a coach and someone with expertise and ready to guide you, you learn a lot about yourself if you get a decent one. That's why I'm highly into the world of coaching. That I'm currently not coaching, but as I'm being coached, it's really changed my life with all the coaches I've worked in, even though they're different experiences, right? And yeah, what I've learned from him is when I can really create more space in my life, that's really benefited me because I get new insights, new ideas, and then I'm able to implement them. Now, the problem is I sometimes get too much insights and I spend much more time then on implementing it. I found the mix of the both is really powerful. And I'll ask you this, if you're maybe one extreme or the other, how does that help? Because when I've been too much on doing nothing, it doesn't feel like I'm progressing and it doesn't feel like I'm doing, but when I've been doing too much, it can be exhausting. So here's just it's a very simple episode today, but here are some simple points I want to share with you. Find time to do. Find time in your calendar when you can do the most important thing in the day, right? It's better to do it earlier than later, that I found in my experience, but schedule some time to do things, but not so tight that it's like, right, 9 until 9:45, I'm going to be working on this project, 9:45 to 11, I'm going to be working on this project, 11 till 12, I'm going to be working on that, etc., right? There may be some blocks of time you need to block out, but don't overschedule. The second one, schedule in time to be. Now, your time to be could just be like, right, for the afternoon or late evening between 5 and 8 p.m., I am just going to do whatever I want to do. I'm going to feel how I want to feel. I'm going to watch whatever I want to do, right? I would recommend a little bit of that is sitting in silence, really connecting yourself, or breath work or meditation, whatever works for you though. But yeah, just schedule some time to be as well. And take some time out and plan when needed, right? If you're like, right, things are getting chaotic, okay, maybe I need to make a time to plan. And I like to plan my week every single week, right? So on a weekly basis, I'll plan my week as well. So that's been really powerful for me. Okay, I've got a final point I want to share with you. Just before that, though, I want to mention that if you want to keep up to date of all the latest episodes and never miss any, all you got to do is click in the link in the show notes below and you can subscribe to our free weekly newsletter. Okay, and as I was touching on earlier, my bonus point is get yourself a coach. Get yourself someone who can really be there in your corner, challenge you, allow you to grow and see things from a different perspective. Because sometimes we can be caught in our own patterns of like doing too much or doing too little. And when you have someone who's asking you the right questions and guiding you, you can start to see blind spots that you didn't even see. So that would be my point in terms of really getting this balance between being and doing as well. So that's what I got for you today. I appreciate you for being here. You'll improve other people's lives by being the best you. And remember, you are in control of your own self-esteem and confidence.